Well, we're clinging on for dear life. We are absolutely riddled with injuries. We've got our sub-keeper in net. We're out the FA Cup. Our top goal scorer is still injured. We're on the bus. And, to make things worse, we've got City today. Okay, everybody, welcome back to In the Dugout FM. I, of course, am Millers, and this is Sunday League to Champions League. And we are doing all right. We're doing all right. We're sat in third. We've got 2 games in hand because of a couple of replays we've had to play. And we win our games in hand, and we're not a million miles away from Arsenal, to be fair. We would be sat on, 54? So not too bad. We'll be comfortably in second. But we've got City to play today, and City, as you can see, have got Haaland sat up there, 20 goals, Lamine Yamal, 7.6 average rating, Haaland 7.3, Lamine Yamal set up 7 goals, so they have got some really, really, really good players. Their keeper's kept 13 clean sheets this season from 24 games. So we're going to find this hard, and it's compounded by the fact that actually we've got boatloads of injuries. It's best on this screen. So Marmalade's out, Amorotu's out, Scariglia is suspended, Tarul's just on his way back. He should be back within the next couple of days. Boris is out, even though he was superb when he was playing. He took a knock and he's out for a couple of days. Amarilla's out, Flores is out, so we are proper threadbare. We've got a couple of youth team players on the bench that, really don't stand up to it if they need to come on. We've got our sub goalie in goal, who is nowhere near the level of Marmalade. Whilst he's got all the potential in the world, he's not really ready for Premier League football. So we've got what we've got. To update you on the window, though, since you were last with us, so we signed Boris. Obviously, he came in for 4.9 million. I adore him. And our director of football signed Thomas because we sold Martin, so he went out the door, and it was really only outs. So Sam Goddard went out for 1.2 million, rising to 1.4 with some add-ons. Fine, no problem at all with that deal. And then Sporkslade went out. He never featured for us really, and actually he's not all that bad. He never got in above the likes of the players that we already had, and it's one of those things. So he went out for, I think it was 20 million, 19 million, with a load of add-ons that mean it's going to rise to probably about 40. And then we've got a nice sell-on fee as well, if he does go, and he's already rated quite highly for Juve. So not great. I didn't want to see him go, but he wanted to go. He wasn't playing. You can see he's only ever played 29 games for Spurs. So it's one of those where I'll just take the money and run, thank you. We've got a reasonable transfer budget. It's not huge. I didn't spend anything because I'm terrified about this. From an FFP perspective, we're projected to pass. There's no issues, but I don't understand why that balance is the way it is. So I'm just trying to make sure I do all I can from a club perspective to manage what I can control, and that's that. Interestingly, if you look at the competitions right now in the Premier League, Brentford have had 9 points deducted because of administration, which is the only thing keeping Coventry out of the relegation zone so far. So looks like a bumpy season for Coventry if it carries on this way, which I don't wish upon them. I hope they can pick that up. From a scheduling perspective, January wasn't all that bad, to be fair. We were unbeaten, really decent run, particularly in Europe. We've been very, very strong in Europe. Unfortunately, we were put out of the cup by Bristol City in extra time. Yeboah scored in the 106th minute, and fine. We didn't rotate. We went first team in terms of what I could actually field. And we got beat, and they deserved it, and it is what it is. So the board are unhappy with me because we failed to meet one of our objectives, and I get it, but we are where we are. I'm aiming for Champions League football. That's the only thing we could aim. It's going to be ahead of schedule for Spurs, probably bang on schedule for us. But a big deal. He's going to be playing Man City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium today. So You get to see it live. I get to cower behind my fingers probably because I'm terrified with the strength of the squad that we're putting out. Could Terrell play? He's capable. I might have to maybe put him on the bench just to throw him on if I need to. Other than that, I've got nothing I can do. The coaches want us to stay positive, which is fine. I can see that, but I'm terrified Spurs are going to just completely tear us apart, to be perfectly honest. We'll throw Terrell on the bench for no other reason than he gives us a body. I won't put him on unless I absolutely desperately have to. We're going to go with Coyote, Cooper and Malval with Gertz. Across the midfield, we're going to go with a 3 to try and hold and win those areas. So Montel's going to work as the attacking playmaker for me, with Rigg sitting in there as a deep line playmaker, and Moreno's going to do Scariglia's job of that ball winning midfielder. Even though he's not really best cut out for it, he is more of a deep line playmaker. I'm hoping he can do bits for me in there. Ferreira gets a start because I have to. Olive plays wide left, and Van Duijven, who's scored a few goals recently, is going to start up top for me. Here we go. Let's see what we can do then. Let's see what we can do. 2 new squad members. They're the babies, so let's get up here because they probably won't feature again. 52 and 53, respectively. There you go, boys. You've got a squad number. You can get a nice mark pair of shorts, a t-shirt, maybe even a zip up top with your squad number on. So you'll feel better about that, and you get to sit on the bench and watch us possibly get battered by Spurs. We're going to pump our fists and say, let's try and get some revenge. We're pushing water uphill. I've said it to you before. I think I'd bite your hand off for a draw. What's Andy saying? How have your team managed to make this such a fortress? Hard work, Andy. It's the same questions. Where do your team need to improve after not being able to scratch against Bristol? 100%, a little bit more from everyone. Marginal gains. Do you hope your team can produce today? No, absolutely not. Ridiculous. They need to scrap these, or certainly improve the questions for the next game. It does my nutting. Is that the count? I think it might be. I haven't checked whether it's still Unai, but I imagine it is. They had no reason for sack him, so he sits in there. We did manage to make it to 80 subs over the last couple of days, which is lovely. But the viewing numbers are going down, right? And I need you to be honest with me, right? If you're not enjoying it, that's cool. I don't need to record doing this because it's the game I play anyway. It's one of those things where we were increasing quite quickly in terms of subscribers and viewing time and number of views, and it's kind of slowed down. Now I get it that I'm playing a very niche game, and what's Brandon doing there? It's a gift that anyway. I get that we're playing a very niche game, and it's reaching probably its peak now, so it's going to start dipping off, and I get all of that. But yeah, just if you are starting to get bored, I get it. Let me know in the comments, and I can maybe reconsider what I'm doing, because it isn't easy putting some time aside to record the game, do all the editing, all of that stuff. And if I'm personally pushing water uphill doing this, then I'd rather know than continue to try and do something that no one's really enjoying. I know there's one or two of you that are dead kind and put in plenty of comments for me, and I appreciate that. But yeah, if you can just let me know, that'd be great. Thank you. As we flick it away to no one. So we've had nothing this first half, really. 2 shots, nothing on target. 45% of the ball. We've created absolutely nothing. We're only 1-0, and I say that with love because City are a far, far better team than we are. We're in the position we deserve to be. Yeah, we are. We are. The numbers say exactly what the pitch says, in fairness. Data doesn't lie. Whilst it can be manipulated a little bit, the reality is we are where we are. Foden's about to go short with a corner. That's a lovely ball. Brandon, I don't know what he's doing. We've got to rely on the ref saying he was offside, but I don't see how he was. What's he going to say? It's a goal. It's a goal. I didn't think he was. What is he playing at here? I mean, the referee sells a lovely dummy. Brandon just pushes it away. How was he possibly offside? I don't know if they were checking for something else, maybe. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on VAR. This is absolutely bobbins. Absolutely bobbins. And the reality is I've got nothing on the bench that I can throw on to really change it. We're going to put Kulusevski on. He can go wide left for me. What we might know, I nearly threw the kids on then. I nearly got giddy. We'll put 2 up, I think. We'll probably sacrifice a central midfielder. And we will sacrifice Sergio, because what we will do... Who's injured there? Oh, okay. It's all I just brought on, Cal. Calm yourself down. Move him up there. We're going to move him over there, and we're going to make you the attacking playmaker. Advanced playmaker. There you go. I'm going to make you the deep line playmaker. There you go. We'll get you on the ball. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. Let's get that done. We'll try and be a bit more attacking in the last 20 minutes. See if we can get anything from it. Fingers crossed nothing happens to Terrell. I mean, Brandon stubbed his finger now. Creeth, by the way, is about 3. So I don't really want to throw him in goal and face Haaland, to be fair. So, you're going to have to get through it, Brandon, with your stubbed finger. Can we win this ball back? It looks like we're exposed in midfield now because we've got rid of that 3. Haaland, I mean, he just walked through Gertz there. I'm just as annoyed as these fans are, to be perfectly honest. Get up. Good. Get hold of the thing. Carry it. Nice. Okay, get up with him then. No one in the box for him. He's done as best as he can there, to be fair to Ferreira. City looking to build another attack. Rico Lewis still there, bless him. Adore that kid. Right, can he slip him through? He's come back to Opara. Gonzalez has just walked through. Absolutely woeful defending. Absolutely woeful. This is no less than we deserve. In fact, you could argue City deserve more. We've got a kick-off highlight, which probably doesn't bode well. Let's see if we're going to create anything. Gertz finds Rig. Rig with an absolutely... Oh, he's tried to play a Hollywood ball and thread Kulusevski there by the looks of things. Clipped. He wasn't offside, Malvo. You played him on there. I'm pretty sure you played him on. Let's see what the VAR says, but it looked to me like Malvo played him on. No, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Apologies, I take it back. Because Malvo looks to go with him. It's a bit dog-legged, that defence, isn't it? We've got away with that. It's literally millimetres. Okay, we've gone short. We're going to get a consolation. That'd be nice if we could just notch. I know all the fans will have left by now, and I can't blame them. But if we can just notch... I don't know what that was. It was a nicely worked move, but that finish is appallingly bad. And unfortunately, it's a bit of a 6-pointer, this. Probably shows us where we are. And we kind of knew that at the start of the season, right? You know, our opening couple of games were against top 2, top 3 teams. And we didn't look at it at all. The games we've had so far since then have been against teams that you'd expect us to beat. Because I think we are, able to compete for that Champions League, probably 3rd and 4th spot. But other than that, we've got a lot of work to do to catch up to the likes of City and Arsenal when we are so lacking in depth. If we'd have had that 100 million to spend, go on, Terrell. Oh, I mean, that's not the worst ball in the world, to be fair. We've got one. We've got a consolation. I'm glad we scored because, that work was lovely. Yeah, if we'd have had that money to spend in the summer, then maybe we could have done bits to compete a little bit more. But I bet Seaman's absolutely furious there, by the way. That's another clean sheet notched off. But that draws it to a close. 3-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And, in all honesty, the numbers tie it right back, don't they? They tie it right back. I don't like what I just saw, is the honest answer, because it wasn't good enough. Such a disappointing result. Calm down, Neil. We're not going back to the training ground. Just calm yourself down. Disappointing? Yeah. Yeah, it was disappointing. Yeah, let's do that. How do you think the two teams fared against... Oh, yeah, I learned a lot. Every answer, always the same. So, we're still in third. We've still got 2 games in hand on the teams above us. We can still go past City if we win those games in hand. And it will put us comfortably up there and away from Chelsea to try and hold that Champions League place. And don't forget, we are still in the UEFA Cup as well, or Europa League, whatever it's called in the modern age, because I'm an old man. So we do still stand a chance of, if we can win this, we're in the Champions League too. We don't know who we're going to play yet. The draw's not been done. What I'm going to suggest is we come back for the Hull game and the unknown team. That's what we'll do. I'll play through to get through February and into March. If the United games matter, we might do the United game and then the unknown. We'll see where we're up to. But all being well, I will see you come the beginning of March. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a comment for me if you don't mind. I'd appreciate that. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.